Hey, my name is Melissa Hostetler with GO-180 Fitness, and I have had the pleasure of working both in the emergency room and in women's health over the last 16 years, and just lately, the last couple of years, moving into personal training and nutrition. I do nutrition with guys and gals, but training just with gals. And I want to tell you that fitness is more than just having a bicep that you can feel or see. It's the whole body. It's your energy, your flexibility, your mindset, your stamina, your hydration, your strength, your breathing, your sleeping, the joy that comes from feeling good in your own skin. And that's what brought me into personal training a couple of years ago. You know, there's a lot of ways for everyone to work out. You can choose to go to the gym, take a class, YouTube, fitness apps. But there's a few things that are missing in all of those. And one of them is accountability, but the other two are safety and personalization. You know, if you've ever had a specific illness or an injury, something going on medically, you become a little bit more sensitive to the need for knowledge and education for the person that's working with you and that's directing you so you don't get hurt. And also, to achieve your full potential, you need to have good skills or someone with skills in that area to help you work around some of the injuries that you might have had. You know, training, that's where training comes in. It's not just exercise. It's not just exercise. It's that training that makes a difference. If you're already self-motivated, and you're able to set goals and you're able to stick those consistently week in and week out, you're achieving those goals and working on a consistent basis, you don't need me. But if you're struggling to stick with that consistency, I can help. And training with me isn't just about working up a sweat. It's about getting your body as strong and flexible and functional as it can be right now so that when you do go to exercise on your own, you have a better mindset and more knowledge to apply to the exercise you do to get more benefit from it. A lot of us say, well, I don't really see a need for training. What do you even do different anyways than just, go into a class? And so let's look at a few things we work on in training. One of them is balance. Balance is a big one. If you think about walking and running, you're literally balancing all your body weight on one leg for a split second, one leg at a time. So one-sided balance is important. Matter of fact, stand up while you're watching me. And if you just go ahead and stand on one foot, see how long you can hold your balance. No buddy taping, your legs can't touch, just standing on one foot. If that's no problem, you can hold it 60 seconds, no issue, close your eyes. As soon as you close your eyes, you take your eyes out of the balance equation, and it makes it much harder. You start to get into what we call proprioception, which is something you can learn about if you're training with me. Strength is another thing. When's the last time you did a push-up? Have you ever done a push-up, a real push-up, not a girl push-up? How about lunges? 20 lunges. Could you do 20 lunges without a problem? And would you have good form? Form is another thing that we work on a lot. I would say if you were helping me work out, if I wanted to do a squat, could you show me what to do? Tell me what to do. Where does my head go? My neck, my shoulders, my chest, my back, my hips, my thighs, my knees, my feet, my toes. Where are they supposed to be? What is good form? Other exercises, if you were doing like a deadlift, what is a deadlift? What kind of form should you have? Flexibility. We do a lot of animal exercises. The frog squat, you can pretty much picture what that looks like. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it's much harder than you think. We do the monkey, we do the child's pose, or as our kids call it, the dead child's pose. There's things, downward dog, you've probably heard about in yoga. We incorporate those things right into our training for flexibility. Joint mobility is another big one. If you're still standing, go ahead and lift all of your toes. You're standing on the balls of your feet and the heels. All 10 toes are lifted. Now raise and lower just your big toe. Just your big toe only. Don't let all the other ones go. That right there starts to get into muscle control, strengthening the arch, and getting joint mobility in your big toe, which is one of the most important ones of your feet. How about breathing? Do you know what diaphragmatic breathing is? How important it can be in decreasing your stress in the middle of the day, just taking a few full breaths. And stamina. Speaking of breathing, when's the last time you did something, you got short of breath, you worked up a sweat, and you kept doing it anyways? Training will help you with that. We can help with that. The last one I think is probably the most important is stress relief. I feel that I could not be nice to people every day if I didn't train regularly. And I think that you would find that it really is therapy for your mind. Makes such a difference. So let's say, all right, you buy into that it is good stress therapy, but you have a couple other reasons that you don't really think you should train right now. Maybe one of them is it just takes too much time. Did you know that just adding 20 minutes of fitness a day is proven to add at least 5 years to your life? Not just 5 years, but 5 good years. Years that you're functional and you can move around and enjoy life. Practical functionality is so key, and that's what we train for. I mean, did you ever think that the day would come that it would be difficult for you to go up 2 flights of stairs without being winded? Or it might be hard to walk through the whole store with a jug of milk in your hand? or a lot of work to get up and down from the floor to play with kids. You know, those things come or go depending on what you're working on your day-to-day training. Movement is a use it or lose it part of our lives, and training can help you get some of that back. I train both at the Fitness Squad, which is a semi-private gym, a great place. It's off Boathouse Road, and we've got a friendly group of trainers, a really fun group there, and it's a warm environment, not intimidating at all. Also do Skype training, though, if you wanted to work out right in your home, and we have this face-to-face, back and forth, right as you're working out. That's what makes the difference, though. Either way, it's accountability. If you're doing a DVD or you're doing something else on YouTube, maybe you can pause it or turn it off or skip the parts that are too hard. If we've got this going on, there's no skipping out because you have accountability with me. You can't put me on pause very well. I'm really, as you can tell, talkative, and so I'm just going to keep going. We're going to move on through those problem areas. If you make time to train, to efficiently move, you'll move through time more efficiently. So I challenge you, move every day. How about it costs too much? Well, so does being unhealthy. I would posit to you that prevention costs a lot less than problem management. You know, it costs for doctor's visits. It costs for missed work. Medications cost a lot. Diabetes management is a huge bubble of cost. It costs a lot to have a heart attack. And the after effects of that, it costs a lot to have a stroke. You know, one of the key pieces to the puzzle of health and longevity is training and regular exercise. And in the end, it's probably the least expensive piece. I think you'll find efficiency in training that when someone is pushing you in that same chunk of time, you get so much more accomplished. That's probably one of the big benefits that keeps the cost down. And it's not boring. Truly, if you knew me, you would know that I have super ADD. And I do not like to do the same workout. I like to keep it changing and keep challenging myself. That's the same workout that I bring to you. We don't do the same workout time after time. We keep changing it up. How about, I don't want to bulk up, you know, because like perish the thought that you get a muscle, right? Women's bodies do not produce enough testosterone to become giant muscular man bodies unless you're taking extra hormones and steroids, you're eating a lot of extra food, and you're working out a lot of extra hours every day. So that's not the concern. Lifting up heavy things will not cause you to get bulky. It will cause you to get stronger, though, and a stronger muscle is also known as a more toned muscle. If you think about like a 3-pound brick and a 3-pound pillow, they both weigh 3 pounds, but which one looks smaller, tighter, firmer, toned? The brick, right? The muscle, the solid, dense muscle. And it's the same thing for you. If you put your hand on your glutes right now and you tighten that glute, squeeze it hard, you can feel that muscle curving, rounding, tightening, lifting. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we do with strength training, whether it's weights or body weights. Maybe you have some old injuries. And I would tell you, if you've ever been pushed by a class or a DVD, a workout, and beyond your capabilities, you know what I'm talking about. Safety is one of the key benefits of training, helping you work out no matter where you are that day in your fitness and strength and energy, but not pushing you beyond your limits. I mean, if you can come in and sit in a chair, we can do a great workout. You don't even have to be on your feet, but you've got to make it into the gym, or you've got to meet me on Skype so you can get that training done. The last one that I hear sometimes is I'm too old. That is crap. I'm just telling you. Women of all ages train with me. I have some great young girls. I have some great older ladies. And no matter what your age, I can tell you, you're going to look fitter, younger, fresher, healthier when you're making fitness a priority in your life. So I hope to talk to you soon, and I hope to see you in the gym or on Skype. If you're not sure and you'd like to learn more, you can go to my website. It's go180.com. It's GO-180.